Imagine a day when humanity's greatest fear is erased. Today, February 11th, 2026, scientists announce the impossible, a cure for death. Not a delay, but a complete halt to aging. Biological immortality. The world erupts in disbelief, then joy. Streets fill with celebration. Families cling to each other, tears of relief streaming down their faces. The dread of mortality vanishes overnight. No more final goodbyes, no more grief. Death is defeated. Hospitals empty, words like terminal and incurable fade from our vocabulary. Humanity stands on the edge of an endless future, the age of immortality. We look in the mirror and see permanence, not fragility. The primal drive for survival is finally satisfied. But as the euphoria fades, a profound silence settles. The world, once defined by endings, now faces infinite beginnings. We have won the war against death, but must now learn to live in the peace. What does one do with forever? The language of existence shifts. The future is no longer a finish line, but an endless horizon. The initial wave of relief gives way to contemplation. We are the same, yet fundamentally changed. The boundaries of life have dissolved. What will we do with eternity? In the first years of immortality, hope fills the air. Grandparents watch generations unfold, lovers promise forever, literally. The arts lose their sorrow. Stories no longer end in loss. The pain of aging and illness disappears, replaced by boundless potential. The world feels limitless, every dream within reach. Yet something subtle shifts. Without the threat of parting, reunions lose their magic. Conversations are postponed, there's always tomorrow. Moments lose their urgency. Time is no longer precious. We stop saying goodbye, and in doing so, stop truly saying hello. The frame that gave meaning to our connections is gone. Without endings, beginnings blur. Have we lost what made our relationships so deeply human? Decades pass, and cracks appear in our utopia. Retirement and succession become meaningless. Power stagnates. New generations find no space to grow. Ambition stalls. Culture crystallizes, progress slows, and innovation fades. The arts recycle old themes, lacking the depth of loss and renewal. The planet strains under endless growth. Resources dwindle. Cities sprawl. Nature recedes. Anxiety rises. We are trapped by the limits of our world, not our bodies. The quiet unravelling becomes a roar. Our victory over death reveals new, inescapable constraints. The world groans under the weight of forever. Imagine waking each day, century after century, with no end in sight. At first, endless time is a gift. Learn, master, experience everything. But soon motivation fades, urgency disappears. The fire that once drove greatness is extinguished. We become eternal procrastinators, paralyzed by infinite potential. Memories blur, joys and pains blend into monotony. Old regrets linger, haunting us without closure. Without finality, meaning slips away. Life becomes a sentence, not a gift. We have conquered death only to face the terror of endless existence. The weight of forever is the weight of nothingness. The human spirit needs seasons, growth, harvest, and rest. Immortality traps us in endless summer, the soil of the soul exhausts. Without endings, self-improvement is endlessly postponed. Emotional risks become unbearable over infinite timelines. Relationships grow shallow. We become islands in a sea of faces. The passions that once drove us fade, apathy spreads. The soul yearns for closure, for a final chapter. In curing mortality, we have infected ourselves with meaninglessness. The story never ends, and so it never truly matters. Love's power came from its limits, till death do us part. Without endings, love loses urgency and depth. Over centuries, people change, grow apart, and the promise of forever becomes a cage. Family ties blur, roles lose meaning in perpetual middle age. The bonds of kinship dissolve into a mass of immortal relatives. In seeking to hold on forever, we destroy what made love precious. Love needs stakes, the possibility of loss, to feel real. Without an ending, devotion fades. Love does not end, it dilutes, losing its vibrant beauty. The ache of parting was what made love so profound. A sunset's beauty lies in its brevity. Mortality compels us to act, to love, to create. Without death, the engine of urgency stalls. The race against time ends. Goals are endlessly postponed. Milestones lose meaning. Life flattens into monotony. Limitation creates possibility. Without it, focus blurs. The vibrant business of living fades into perpetual waiting. What would you do with all the time in the world if nothing truly mattered? Our immortality breaks nature's cycle. The planet, designed for birth and renewal, is overwhelmed by endless life. Land is consumed, forests vanish, oceans die. Wildlife survives only in memory. Resources dwindle. Conflict over water, air and space becomes permanent. The world is crowded, desperate and joyless. We are cut off from nature, living in sterile artificial prisons. Our mortality was not a flaw, but a vital part of the system. In removing it, we became a blight, not gods. We saved ourselves, but destroyed our world. Death, once feared, is revealed as a gift. The finite life shines with meaning because it ends. Urgency, love and beauty are born from scarcity. The moments we cherish are precious because they are fleeting. Mortality is the velvet that makes life's diamond shine. This is not a call to seek death, but to treasure life's impermanence. The cycle of birth and decay is the universe's rhythm. Our awareness of time's limits calls us to live bravely and love deeply. Death is not life's enemy, but its source of meaning. The setting sun is life's greatest, most misunderstood gift.